Now, application of potentiometer. We discuss the third topic of application of potentiometer, which is nothing but to determine the resistance, internal resistance of a cell. Internal resistance of a cell, that is called small r. Means by using potentiometer, we determine the internal resistance of a cell, EMF of a cell. Every EMF of a cell having the internal resistance itself, which have the very small value. That small value can be determined by using this potentiometer that we have already discussed. What is meant by potentiometer? Potentiometer is a wire of thin uniform cross-sectional area. It's connected between the two terminals, and there will be EMF of a cell plug K and rheostat RH is connected between these two points, and this is the instrument called as potentiometer. Potentiometer is nothing but it is a device to measure the potential difference. That is called as potentiometer. What is the principle of potentiometer? The potential difference between any 2 points on the wire is directly proportional to its length, and that constant is called as potential gradient that we already discussed. By using potentiometer, we can discuss first application to compare the EMF of a cell by using direct method, and second application to compare the EMF of a cell by using sum and difference method. This is the second derivation. First and second derivation. Now we have to discuss the third derivation called as to determine the internal resistance of a EMF of a cell by using potentiometer. Question is that derive the expression to determine the internal resistance of a EMF of a cell by using potentiometer. That is nothing but the topic. Now you have to discuss first of all construction. Now the potentiometer wire is connected between the two terminals A and B, which is as shown in diagram. Between these two terminals A and B, there will be EMF of a cell plug K and rheostat RH is connected like that. EMF of a cell plug K and rheostat RH is connected. This is the construction of potentiometer. First topic is that the EMF of a cell plug K and rheostat RH is connected between the two ends of the potentiometer wire AB, which is as shown in the diagram, where higher potential is connected to the A terminal of the potentiometer wire and lower potential is connected to the B terminal. Means what? Higher potential is connected to the A terminal of potentiometer wire with respect to B. Means B have the lower potential. Now the EMF of a cell E1, whose internal resistance is to be found. Say that internal resistance is smaller. We can represent like that. This is EMF of a cell E1, whose internal resistance is R. It's connected at the A terminal, and another terminal of the EMF of a cell A is connected to the galvanometer. Another end of the galvanometer is connected to the joint. Like that. The EMF of a cell E1, whose internal resistance is smaller, in which its value is to be determined, is connected at A terminal of the potentiometer wire, and another end is connected to the galvanometer, and galvanometer is another end of the galvanometer is connected to the jockey as shown in the diagram. The known resistance box R is connected parallel to this resistance, which is as shown in the diagram. The known resistance box R, in which its value, the certain value is to be removed from the resistance. That resistance is connected, means that known resistance is connected parallel to the EMF of a cell E1 for finding the value of small r. So this is the construction to determine the internal resistance of a EMF of cell by using potentiometer. So this is the construction we can shortcutedly discuss between 2 or 3 points. First point, the potentiometer wire such that the EMF of a cell plug K and rheostat RH is connected between A and B terminal of the potentiometer wire as shown in the diagram, where A having the higher potential with respect to B. This is the first point. Second point, the EMF of a cell E1, whose higher potential is connected to the A terminal and its lower potential is connected to the galvanometer, and another end of the galvanometer is connected to the jockey. and the known resistance box is connected parallel to the EMF for say E1, which is as shown in the diagram. This is a construction to determine the internal resistance of the same. Now next, close the plug key K. Sorry, here there will be the plug key K1. There will be the known resistance box R and plug key K1 is connected parallel to the EMF of say E1. Please remember that we forgot the plug key K1. Once again, the EMF of say E1 whose internal resistance R is to be determined is connected at the A terminal of the potentiometer wire, and another terminal is connected to the galvanometer, and another end of the galvanometer is connected to the jockey. The last point, the known resistance box and plug key K1 is connected parallel to the EMF of a cell E1, which is as shown in the diagram. Means known resistance box along with plug key K1. विसरलो होतो आपण सांगताना, लक्षात ठेवा नॉन रेजिस्टन्स बॉक्सच्या सोबत एक प्लग की K1 सुद्धा कनेक्ट करायला लागते, जे आपण सांगताना विसरलो. Now the working, this is a diagram. Now the construction, it will be shortly discussed. Now we have to discuss about the working. Now first point of working, close the plug key K and open the plug key K1. Close the plug key K and open the plug key. Now the current flowing through the potentiometer wire due to this EMF of say E. Now the touch the jockey on the different points on the potentiometer wire, we get the null point. And this null point is obtained due to this EMF of a cell like that. Because this is the open plug key, there will be no role of resistance R in the first case. This plug key K1 is open, this is closed. Now the current is flowing through the moving potentiometer wire like that, and we get the null point, and this null point is obtained by using this EMF of a cell. So by using principle of potentiometer, E1 is proportional to L1, where P is the null point, AP is equals to L1, like that. Means E1 is equals to K into L1, where K is for potential gradient. This is the first one. Remember that. What is the first point of the working? Close the plug key K and open the plug key K1. Null point is obtained at point P. Measure the length of the wire, that is called L1. And according to principle of potentiometer, E1 is proportional to L1. Means E1 is equals to K into L1, where K is called potential gradient. Now the second point. Close the plug key K and close the plug key K1 also. Close both the keys. Now that resistance should be added in the circuit by closing this plug key K1. Now that null point is shifted in the another point. Say that point is called P dash. So AP dash is equals to L2. And that potential difference is called as V. Say that potential difference is V. Here in the first point, potential null point is obtained due to the E1. But by adding this resistance, the potential difference is changes. Say that potential difference is V, which is proportional to L2, which V is equals to K into L2, equation number 2. Divide equation 1 by equation 2. What E1 by V is equals to KL1 by KL2. Means L1 by L2 means E1 by V is equals to L1 by L2, equation number 3. Equation number 3. E1 by V is equals to L1. E1 by V is equals to L1 by L2. This is the equation number 3. Here we can discuss V with another potential difference by closing this plug key. By closing this plug key K, the resistance should be added and null point is shifted in the another point. That's why potential difference instead of E1 it will be changes to V. We can say that potential difference is V. Like that. Now next, This is equation number 1. By the first point, by closing the plug key K and open the plug key K1, we get equation 1. By close the plug key K, close the plug key K1, we get equation number 2. By dividing equation 1 and 2, we get equation number 3. Now next, here. Let us suppose that this is the point P, Q, R, S. We can discuss only this closed loop P, Q, R, S. V be the total potential difference, suppose V. Total current is flowing through the circuit is I. Means the I is current flowing through the circuit. I is like that. Total sir या क्लोज लूप मधून किती करंट पास झाला I. टोटल पोटेंशियल डिफरन्स किती कन्सिडर केलं तर आपण आता V. This is V. This is current I. And what is the total resistance? Capital R plus R. Means according to Ohm's law or by applying a closed loop PQRS, we can write like this. समजलं का? हा सेकंड पार्ट. हे इक्वेशन 3 आणून सोडून दिलं प्रिन्सिपल ऑफ पोटेन्शियोमीटर. We can discuss first and second point by using principle of potentiometer. Now you have to discuss like that. V is equals to I into R plus R for the closed loop PQRS. But that potential difference is not a V, it is E, E1. Here is the potential difference. E1 is equals to I into capital R plus R. Now according to Ohm's law, V is equals to IR. Now divide these two equations. This is by using this closed loop PQRS. We can write like that. We can directly write like this. After this equation 3, we can write like this. For a closed loop PQRS, we can write E1 is equals to I into capital R plus small r, and by using this V is equals to IR. Now this is a newly formed two forms of the equation. Divide these two equation, we get what? E1 by V is equals to I up in bracket R plus R upon IR. I gets cancelled. This is equation number capital R plus R upon capital R, equation number 4. Comparing equation 3 and 4. This is the equation 3. Equation 3 and equation 4 to compare itself. LHS is same, that's why RHS is also same. So this is the RHS and this is the RHS. Comparing this, because LHS is same, E1 by V, E1 by V. This E1 by V is calculated by the principle of potentiometer, and this E1 by V calculated by the Ohm's law for this closed loop PQRS. Means there is a two method for finding E1 by V ratio. E1 by V ratio calculate करण्याच्या दोन पद्धती. By using principle of potentiometer we get equation number 3, and by using Ohm's law for a closed loop PQRS we get equation number 4. Like that. This is the two terms. It's very important. Dividing this we get this equation. Now comparing equation 3 and 4, what? Capital R plus small r divided by capital R is equals to L1 by L2. Separate denominator separate जर केलं काय ते R gets cancelled, small r by capital R. बरोबर? काय राहते small r by capital R. दिसणार नाही म्हणून थोडं वर लिहितो इथे. Denominator separate, 1 plus R by R is equals to L1 by L2. Small r by capital R is equals to L1 by L2 minus 1, and small r is equals to capital R in bracket L1 by L2 minus 1. This is the expression to determine the internal resistance of a cell. या इक्वेशन वरून फक्त स्मॉल r काढायचा. दिस इज द एक्सप्रेशन. स्मॉल r जर व्हॅल्यू जर काढली या इक्वेशन वरून तर स्मॉल r ची व्हॅल्यू कशी येते? स्मॉल r इक्वल टू कॅपिटल R इन ब्रॅकेट. परत सॉल्व करून दाखवतो, थोडंसं कॉम्प्लिकेटेड झाली कॅल्क्युलेशन इथे. इथपर्यंत कळालं. इक्वेशन कम्पेअर करायचं 3 and 4. बाय कम्पेअरिंग इक्वेशन 3 and 4, by comparing the equation 3 and 4, now next one, this is equation 3 and this is equation 3 and this is equation 4. By comparing equation 3 and 4, r plus r by capital R is equals to L1 by L2. L1 by L2. 1 minute. Capital R plus R upon R is equals to L1 by L2. Now denominator separate. 1 plus R by R is equals to L1 by L2. R plus R is equals to L1 by L2 minus 1. From this, small r is equals to capital R into L1 by L2 minus 1. This is the expression to determine the internal resistance of a cell. What is the internal resistance of a cell? Small r equal to capital R into L1 by L2 minus 1. This is the expression to determine the internal resistance of a EMF of a cell, and this is the final application of potential.